Yo, what's going on around? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the competitive weapon. It's time to look at the riposte or riposte, if you're feeling fancy about it. I actually don't know how to say it, so if you have any idea, just leave it down in the comments below. But yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at its weapon, what makes it unique, what are some of the perks that you should be going for if you're looking for a god to run this weapon. And lastly, we're going to have a mini review where I just kind of talk about the weapon and just what I feel about it. So let's not waste any more time, let's get into it. And first, how do you actually get this weapon? Well, this weapon is the seasonal competitive weapon, meaning that you will have to go into competitive, do your 7 placement matches, and afterwards, after the 7th match, this will drop. And every other week, you'll be able to do 3 more competitive matches to get like different roles. For some reason, you actually can't focus this one at Shaxx. He only has the old competitive weapons. He doesn't have the new one. So the Riposte is 720 Boyd Out Rifle. That is also a lightweight frame, and that's the main thing that makes it unique and makes it special. That's 720. That's a lightweight frame. So you get both the amazing movement speed and the amazing handling of the lightweight frame, but that's a 720 auto rifle. And just putting the lightweight frame on this auto rifle makes it feel really good. To me, it kind of makes it feel like a hybrid of an SMG and an auto rifle. You have like the movement speed you have with an SMG, but you still have the range and everything else associated with an auto rifle. And like all the other competitive weapons, this thing can also roll with stocks, so you'll be able to get a couple of extra stats that way. But now let's move on to actually taking a look at the perks in this weapon, the perks that it can roll with. We're going to make our way from the left to the right, so we're going to be starting off with the barrels and magazine like always, and then working over to the trade perks. Something that actually kind of surprised me about this weapon is that because of its perks, it's actually going to be viable in both PvP and PvE. I expected it to be good in PvP, since you know that's where it comes from, and that's probably where Bungie was aiming to be used most of the time. But I was also pleasantly surprised that it has some good PvE perks. So, you know, whether you're playing PvP or PvE, I think this auto rifle is going to be good for you. Now for the barrels, this is what we have. We have arrowhead break, chamber compensator, corkscrew rifling, extended barrel, fluted barrel, full bore, hammer forge rifling, polygonal rifling, and the final one is small bore. I would say when it comes to this weapon, the main thing that you're looking for is stability and some range, and small bore is probably the best one. You know, it gives you a bit of both. Hammer forge rifling, it's also an option that you can go for if you want to just get more range. Those are the ones that I think are going to be good for Crucible. In PvE, the barrel won't really matter that much, so you can go with any of the barrels. Now moving on to the magazine, we have extended barrel, alloy magazine, appended mag, armor piercing rounds, high cal rounds, ricochet rounds, thread mag wool, and then light mag. For Crucible, I think the best ones are gonna be either high cal rounds or ricochet. Ricochet will give us a bit of extra stability plus the bump to range, but high caliber rounds is gonna give us the bump to range as well as some more flinch in PvP. So for PvP, I would say you can either go high cal if you want the extra flinch, or the ricochet rounds if you want that extra stability. Now for PvE, you either want extended mag or appended. They're both gonna give you a bigger magazine. Extended mag is a bigger gain, but you do lose some of the reload speed. Well, appended mag is not that big of a gain, but you still gain quite a bit of shots, but you don't lose anything in return. You don't lose any reload speed, you're still gonna be reloading at the same speed. So either of those magazine perks I think are gonna be pretty good on this weapon. And now let's move on to the meat and potatoes of the video, the trade perks. And let's start with perk 1. So this is what we have for the first perk. We have Repulsor Brace, defeating a Void debuff target grants an overshield. This is going to be really good if you're running a Void build, or if this is paired up with something like destabilizing rounds. I'll basically make it so you always have an overshield, so you're going to be pretty safe with Repulsor Brace. Next up we have Tap the Trigger, grants a short period of increased stability and accuracy on the initial trigger pool. Tap the Trigger is a really good perk. That increased stability and accuracy, like when you begin shooting, is very noticeable. And if you pair this up with something like dynamic sway reduction, it basically means that this weapon is always going to be more stable and have increased accuracy. It actually makes it feel pretty good. Next up, we have Enlighten Action. Dealing damage improves reload and handling. I'm a very big fan of Enlighten Action, but I don't think it's going to work as well on this weapon. You already have some pretty good reload, you already have some pretty good handling thanks to our frame. So I don't think increasing that handling a little more is going to be that big of a deal. There's just so many other good perks that are kind of better than Enlighten Action. So while I like Enlighten Action, I don't really like it as much on this weapon. Next up, we have Send Moment. Causing damage with this weapon reduces recoil and flinch over time. Not only do you get that decreased recoil, but the flinch resistance is also really nice. It's going to make it so you have an easier time hitting your shots, especially if you're being shot at. And it's just really good on auto rifles, especially high RPM auto rifles like this one. Send Moment seems like the perfect perk for this auto rifle. Next up, we have Killing Wind. Final blows grant increased mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short period of time. This one's going to be a pretty okay perk, and the extra range definitely does affect and benefit the weapon. But I don't know if it's going to be on par with some of the other perks that we have in this column. And the final perk that we have in this column is To the Pain. While this weapon is equipped, taking damage increases handling and aim assist until the weapon is stowed. The extra aim assist is pretty good. The extra handling is not really something that we need. So To the Pain, once again, I just don't think it's enough. Any other perk I think in this slot would probably be better than To the Pain. So for the Crucible, I think the best perks that you can get are definitely going to be either Send Moment or Tap the Trigger, with Killing Wind following closely behind. I don't think that Killing Wind is like on the level of Send Moment and Tap, but you know, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. And for PVE, without a doubt, you're looking for Repulsor Brace. You're basically going to have constant overshields with this weapon, with the Repulsor Brace, so it's pretty nice. Now this is what we have for the second perk. These are our options, and let's start from the top with Destabilizing Rounds. Final blows cause nearby targets to become volatile. Destabilizing Rounds actually got a change lately that made them better. It was just kind of like a hotfix, where now if something gets hit by Destabilizing Rounds and they die by that damage from Destabilizing Rounds, they'll explode in void energy as well. Even though they were already pretty good beforehand, but now that they're fits and they work consistently, they should be even better. So this is going to be pretty much your PvE perk. If you're looking for a PvE perk, Destabilizing Rounds is probably going to be it. Next up, we have Target Lock. Damage increases the longer this weapon remains on target. Now Target Lock in this weapon actually lowers our TTK. We go from 0.83 to 0.75. So it is a TTK decrease with Target Lock. So I would say that it's actually worth it on this weapon. You want just a consistent way to kill people faster, that doesn't require a kill, Target Lock then is going to be your thing. Next up, we have Dynamic Sway Reduction. Improves accuracy and stability while continuously holding down the trigger. Dynamic Sway is going to make this weapon feel amazing, and especially if you pair it up with Tap the Trigger. Dynamic Sway, Tap the Trigger, they're a deadly combo when it comes to just making this weapon feel good, having lots of stability, having lots of extra accuracy. It's gonna feel just really good. So while Dynamic Sway works pretty well by itself already, I think with Tap the Trigger, it works even better. Next up, we have Desperate Measures. Weapon Final Blows grant bonus damage. Melee and Grenade Final Blows grant a larger damage bonus that can stack. This is gonna be good for both PvP and PvE. If you want a PvE damage buff that's consistent, then Desperate Measures is gonna be pretty good. You're always gonna be able to have that 30% damage boost in PvE. Now for the Crucible, it's not really going to be that great. There's just other perks that are better, that are going to reduce our TTK even more than Desperate Measures for pretty much the same thing, for a kill. Next up, we have Encore. Final Blows grant stacking stability, range and accuracy bonus to this weapon. Precision Final Blows grant more stacks. Encore is actually a pretty solid perk on this weapon. We can definitely take advantage of every single thing that we get with Encore. The stability, the range, the accuracy bonus, all of those are going to be pretty nice. And the final perk that we have in this column is going to be Kill Clip. Reloading after a kill grants increased damage. And if you're looking to lower the TTK on this weapon as low as it can go, by the way, with kill clip, it drops your TTK to 0.67, so pretty low. And if somebody is less than 10 resilience, it drops it to 0.58. So this thing's gonna be killing super fast with kill clip. So yeah, if you want to use melt people after getting a kill, then kill clip is gonna be the perk that you're looking for. This is gonna be like the 6v6 perk. You're gonna be just running through people with kill clip. So now for this second perk, I think the best PvP perks are gonna be kill clip if you're looking to reduce your TTK, dynamic sway reduction if you're trying to get just more accuracy and stability, and target lock if you're looking to just kind of make your weapon a little bit more consistent without requiring a kill. I think those three are gonna be like the best perks you can get for Crucible. And for PVE, destabilizing rounds is gonna be pretty good, especially when paired up with Repulsor Brace or Desperate Measures. In PvE, Desperate Measures is very easy to keep up, so you're always gonna have that 30% damage buff. It's gonna be pretty nice. If you already have a way to make this weapon have volatile rounds, so you don't think you need destabilizing, then Desperate is gonna be a must-have. Now for the stocks, we have 4 stocks. We have the Composite stock for stability and handling, the Fitted stock for stability and recoil control, the Hand Laid stock for just stability, and then the Short Action stock for handling. I think probably the best 2 stocks are going to be either the Fitted or the Hand Laid stock. The Hand Laid stock just gives you straight up just 10 stability, so you want stability without any like downsides. That's going to be the one that you want to go for. And the Fitted stock will give you 10 stability as well, plus some recoil direction, but you are going to lose out on a little bit of handling. It's just -5, so you're not losing out on like a lot, but definitely is something you want to keep. So I think those 2 are the best ones. All the stocks, to be completely honest, are pretty good, depending on like what you're looking for. If you're looking for stability, for handling, for just maxing out your handling, they all give you pretty much just a very nice bump to your stats. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the weapon and what I feel about it. At first, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I saw that it was an auto rifle, I wasn't super about it. I didn't think it was actually gonna be that good. But after playing our competitive matches, getting the weapon, and actually getting in the Crucible and playing a couple hours with the weapon, I gotta say that I'm really impressed. I did not expect that just slapping a lightweight frame on an auto rifle was gonna be this much of a difference, but it makes the weapon feel so good. This is probably like the best 720 we ever had in the game. One of the best auto rifles even that we ever had in the game. And it also has some fantastic Crucible perks, so it's gonna be pretty easy to get like a pretty solid roll that you can, take into the Crucible and mess around with. But yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised with this weapon. It's got some good stats, some good perks, and the lightweight frame makes it feel like a dream. What else can you want in an auto rifle? But yeah, overall, I really like it, and I think that you should go for it and give it a try. It's just a really fun weapon to shoot. With that, we're gonna end today's video. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like. If you didn't, subscribe to the channel in case you guys haven't already. And leave me down in the comments below what is the god roll that you're gonna be going for. And also, what do you think about the weapon? Do you think like the lightweight frame makes enough of a difference to make this weapon feel unique? Leave me down your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.